All right, welcome to the channel, everybody. Aesop Grim here. Looks like we got video and audio, so we got a stream. No dropped frames. Looks like we got a green connection. Yeah, all systems go. Okay, let me go ahead and close out some tabs. I just need to make sure that things are streaming. Let's see. Go to YouTube. Check. While I'm waiting on YouTube, I'll check Twitch. Twitch looks good. Kick. I need to do the pop-out chat. I forgot to do that. So Kick is looking good as far as the stream quality. Just need to set up the pop-out erg chat. Goes right there. I have to resize it. All right, that's good. And then Rumble's also looking good, and I need to set its pop-out chat up. Right about like that. I'm having to resize. Okay, and then finally, I need to open up my Restream chat. Desktop, Restream chat. Double click. And that is now set up. Okay, then Restream dashboard can be closed out. Everything looks good. YouTube. Stream quality looks good. It can be closed out. Kick, I already checked. It can be closed out. I'll leave Rumble up for video monitoring. And there we go. Okay, sorry about that. Normally I have all that set up beforehand. Hey, off screen, I did the things that I talked about in the last episode that I needed to get done. And I also went and downloaded the retail version of Details, and it is now working for me. I guess the classic version just stopped working for whatever reason. Let's see, I did something here. Let's reset all data. I also set this thing up to track like real time. It's dynamic now. But we're here in Un'Goro Crater, and we're going to grab as many quests. We're going to grab all these quests.
Hello, stranger, and welcome to the untamed majesty of Un'Goro Crater. My name is Willadin Marshall. My sister, our companions, and I make up Marshall Expeditions, scientists and explorers of Azeroth's wild and great unknown. We've hit a bit of a rough patch here, and we're looking for some help if you have the time.
Okay.
I don't know how you made it here, but you're a sight for sore eyes. I'm Willadin Marshall, and I lead a non-aligned expedition troop. Our latest and greatest endeavor has met with what seems like countless disasters, the most serious of which being that we underestimated the savagery of Un'Goro Crater. As we fled our base camps in the southwestern and northeastern parts of the crater, we left behind vital supplies. You look like you're capable enough. Can you help us by getting them back?
See you around.
Nice. I do want to listen to these quests so that I get an idea of what's going on in the zone. You know, I mean, the title says it. I haven't been here for 14 years. So I do remember, or yesterday's questing kind of helped jog my memory, that this stuff was all put in as a prelude to an expansion pack. And I don't remember which one. I don't know if it was Wrath of the Lich King or the Burning Crusade. I suspect the Burning Crusade. But this was a new zone to Azeroth at the time.
Hey. Oh, hello there. I'm Holanyi, the chief scientist and biologist of Marshall Expeditions. My brother and I, along with our companions, travel Azeroth exploring the wild and untamed majesty. It is exciting, but I think we got ourselves into a little too much excitement this time. Just because we've suffered a setback doesn't mean that research must stop. We were investigating the Garishi insects in the southern part of the crater before winding up here. Their presence is alien to the ecology of Un'Goro, and we want to find out why. In their hive network must be larval hatcheries. You can identify these places by their hanging larval spawns. Use this vial to take a sample of the hive wall near any of the hatcheries. Bring it back to me for study, but be careful.
Safe travels.
Okay. And bags are pretty much empty. Okay, that's good. Am I able to turn anything into you? Not yet.
For the love of all that is holy and dear,
Goblins.
please tell me that you've come to deliver us from this forsaken land. Though I'm with Marshall Expeditions, I would give you the gold teeth from my mouth to climb inside your backpack and leave this place.
Goblins are the best, man. They are the absolute best.
You'd think that being chief digger for Marshall Expeditions means I like digging. There might be worse things to do in this world, but none really leap to mind. We were supposed to be digging in Terror Run, fantastic name, by the way, for dead stegodons and diametrodons. Well, there are plenty of live ones there, too. Will and Hall are still all about studying this death trap, so we need those dinosaur bones. Between you and me, though, bringing some from live ones will work out just as well. Keep it real!
Very pragmatic. Alright, I remember this cave. There's something to do with crystals in this cave, I think. But as I enter into it a little bit, it doesn't look like there's any quest givers in here for the time being, so we'll leave it alone. Beware of pterodax. Wanted a skilled fighter to deal with the threat of the pterodax that inhabit the Ngoro crater. Well, fortunately, we're a hunter. We're into that. Their numbers are growing, and they are becoming a menace to travelers in the area. Decrease the population by slaying 10 frenzied pterodax. Speak with Spraggle Frock after completing the task for a reward. Alright, so we gotta kill 10 of them.
Welcome to the refuge, adventurer. Some come here with a purpose. Others found their way here by accident. But everyone here seems to have a unique story to tell. You've got to help me, adventurer. My friend Ringo left earlier to explore the volcano to the south of here, and he has been gone way too long. I am really worried about him. Do you think you could find him? Why don't you take my canteen with you? If you do find Ringo, I'm sure he'll need it. Keep it real.
Alright. Let's see, there's one. There we go, right there.
See Larian over there? It's his fault we're here. I told him we were going the wrong way, but would he listen? And would you believe that he's the one that won't speak to me? Well, until he changes his mind, let's have a bit of fun with him. Have you noticed the strange plant-like creatures around here? They're nothing but trouble, really, but I think if trained properly, I could get them to obey commands. First thing, though, I'll need some samples to study. Do you think you could collect some?
Alright, so we need blood petals.
Safe travels.
15 of those. Shizzle.
I'm making a flying machine. I got stranded here, and I'm absolutely horrible at finding my way around. I'd take a griffin or wind rider back to Gadgetzan, but those beasts just scare me to death. So will you help me? All I have left to build is the wings, and I was thinking that the webby scales from the pterodax and diametrodon would be perfect. There's no way I'm going to go up against one of those, but you look pretty tough. Why don't you give it a try? Hurry back!
Alright, looks like we got one more. Is there anything I can do with these guys? No.
Have you seen all the wonderful things here in Ngoro Crater, adventurer? It's simply amazing. Not as amazing as some of the things I can make with my skill at engineering, but for it being all natural here, it's not too bad. My Uncle Rem Travel loves old stuff like this place. I'm following in his footsteps, kinda. I want to discover new things from lost cultures, too.
I remember this is the name of like a cult classic movie, Chasing Amy, but the Amy is like the girl's name. I've seen it. I don't remember what it was about. I think This was one of those 90s movies that was starting to get into the whole, I'm going to use kind of a bad word here, but the whole slut culture thing. You know, where it was questioning whether or not you should pass judgment on somebody who has loose sexual morals. She was, if I remember right, she was a complete tramp. And so, anyway.
Unfortunately, something's happened to one of my greatest inventions. You've seen mechanical squirrels, yes? Well, to get closer to the apes of Ungoro Crater, I created a mechanical ape to blend in with their kind. I call her Amy01. She has scrying gems for eyes, so I could see everything she saw. She made it to Fungal Rock, the ape's lair, just east of here. And that's when I lost contact. The last thing I saw was one of their alpha males rushing up to say hello to her. Can you help me find her?
See you soon.
Lol. All of the little innuendos there. So, anywho, it's funny. Well, you can look back and see, like, why did anybody ever consider this to be a good idea to introduce into society? You know? Man, I remember watching it with like some level of interest too. Whenever I was, what was I? I was like 19 or 20 or something. Ridiculous. Okay, super sticky web, dinosaur bone, blood petal, hive ball. Doesn't look like we need any crystals, even though I can grab them. I want to grab this just to see what happens. Okay, so it just puts it into the bag. Well, I'm going to discard that for right now until we have a quest for it. Okay, we evidently need these guys, so here we go. Questing begins in earnest. We are hurtling towards Outland and the Burning Crusade content. It's looking like Shadowed Unit Frames is not working. Oh yeah, I'm just now noticing we got a problem here. We got a problem. /SUF. Yeah, doggone it. This started out as an issue on, whatchamacallit, on WoW SOD, but it was working fine on Wrath of the Lich King. Now, it's not working on Wrath of the Lich King. They did patch it. It's working again on WoW SOD, but now we got a problem here. So let's see here. I guess I'm going to have to go to add-ons and disable Shadowed Unit Frames. And whenever I do that, Leatrix should take over. Yeah, and go with the default WoW frames with where I placed them. So, all right, so we're set up there. They're a little bit low. I guess I could fix that. Let's see, we got to hit /LTP. Go to, I think it's frames. Well, that actually looks correct. All the buffs. I see. Okay. /LTP. Manage frames. And I want it to be like this. There we go. All right. Now we're ready to rock and roll. There's really nothing here that should really be a threat to us except the elites. And even I suspect we can take the elites down. Steady shot. Oh, 328. Boy, Hunter is powerful. Did that give us a quest? We accept. Alright, who's this? Another hunter. Dwarf? Yeah. Got a Tar Lord. Should I send Wreck-It into the tar? That seems like a bad idea. All right, did I get credit for that blood petal? No, because it was a blood petal flare. I guess I need just plain... Oh. Maybe they dropped something. I don't think so. We should just have to kill them. Oh, there we go. Okay, so they drop. They drop a blood petal. Oh. Is that an upgrade? It's plate. I guess we will track beasts. Maybe elementals. Yeah. Okay. So, it seemed like I was doing mostly around 213 DPS. Let's reset all data. I'm gonna go all out here. Uh, 265 is what I saw before it plummeted at the very end. Let's try that one more time. Reset all data. Uh, 303. Yeah, that was a little bit better rotation on my part. Had the timing for steady shot down better. I don't need the gorillas, I guess. $75 mana for steady shot. Run across the tar. Okay, so I can Viper Sting these guys to make some mana back. Oh, I hit Shift F. What's that? RRF. It's rapid fire. Okay. Yeah. Fire. Yeah, I hit the wrong button there. I meant to hit Shift D, I think, for Mongoose Bite. Two of 5 soil. I don't have the gland. We got dinosaur bones, so we're starting to get that quest done. 1 of 8. We're done with chasing Amy and Lost. Okay, so I don't need to kill the plants anymore. Let's go to track beasts. I think super sticky tar is what these guys are for. More soil. Yeah, the tooltip tells me super sticky tar. All right, we finally got some. I need to hit these guys with a Viper Sting at some point in time. There we go, Viper Sting up. What a killing machine this class is. Oh, we need to take a look at that. It's nothing special, and it doesn't do as much DPS either. Viper Sting. Just enough to get back to 100. 2 of 12. Okay, let's maybe start rounding guys up. Done with the soil. We only have 3 of 12 on the tar, though. Let's continue looking around here. We'll kind of do all these quests at once. What else do you have? Oh, we're not done with blood pipes. My bad. I thought we were. From my olden days of following questing guides, this is the way you do it. You get a whole bunch of quests at a quest hub, and you go back and you do them all. Because they're typically, like, as long as they're grouped together, the questing areas, they don't have to be super packed in close together. It's just kind of in the zone that you're questing in. And then you turn them all in at once. Dark Mist Orb of Intellect. Okay. What was that mantle? It looked like cloth. It is. Is it better than what I got on? No. Okay. Oh. His swipe must have hit the thresher. Oh, can I skin this? Yes. Okay. I guess I don't need the ooze. I haven't come across any of these webbed diametrodons yet. Okay, let's maybe try to finish up the blood petals. Oh, that's not the button I meant. I wanted the stun. $12 of 15. Oh, they do drop the scales. So we want this guy. Things are moving right along. What's the XP per hour? Oh man, boys, we're pushing almost 100,000. It says we'll level in 12 minutes. It must be because of the mob density and the level of the mobs. I saw that crit a second ago and was thinking to myself, that's kind of low for a crit. And that caused me to check my, let's find out. Check my aspect was to finish the sentence I said earlier. And I saw that I was on, aspect of the Viper. This is not even a challenge. We're decimating this guy, and Wreck-It Ralph is not hurting in the least. What a cakewalk. Hunter is OP. Need one more blood petal. Thank you. Where's my thank you macro at? That might be
Thanks a lot.
something that I only have. I don't see you, buddy. Feral Druid stealthed? Escape. Macros. General macros. Well, really, those should be under Aesop specific, but, new. I use... I don't know, let's go with that. Call it thank you. Okay. Slash TY, I think is all it is. Save.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay. And, put you here, I think. Okay, we still need a blood petal. Darn it. One blood petal. These things were dropping like candy earlier. There we go. Okay. Garishi's scent gland. Where's that gonna be at? Is that gonna be number 1? Yes. What's number 7? Let's maybe stick with that. So I'm looking for a little the stegotrons. Stegodons? How do you say that? Like real world. Stegosaurus. Venomhide Ravasaur. I want to get back north a little bit because that's where these Diametrodons were at. Oh, we need this. No contest. So I've now taken down both of the elites in this area, and it wasn't difficult. Alright, got one scale. Spirit and strength reduced by a lot. Okay. Mount up and track beasts. Ah. This is probably that druid that buffed me earlier. Well, it's been pretty easy. Uh, 5 of 8 on the bones. I think I must have gotten all of the scales. Two of 8 with these guys here. Another pterodactyl. Frenzied pterodax is what I need. What do these guys drop? Nothing? They do. Webbed pterodax scale. Okay, but I need those frenzied. And they probably drop the scale also. So I really should be focusing on the Diametrodon. I don't think I need these. I think I've got all the dirt. Yeah, I got all the soil I need. Okay, headed back north then, because that seems to be where the Diametrodons are at. And we'll just scan the radar. I need 3 more, I believe. I'm going to ignore that pterodax. We need all these guys also. Drop rate on this on the tar is not very good. Fledgling pterodax. Level 54, so we have new abilities that we can train. We're halfway done with the tar. Okay, mount up and keep looking for Diametrodons. Fledgling pterodax. And that does remind me we can put our final point into Serpent Swiftness for 20% increased ranged combat attack speed and Pet's melee attack speed. That's really pretty formidable. I think these Diametrodons are all up and down this side of the map. Or are you fledgling? Okay. And I want to say that the frenzied pterodax are up in the northwestern part of the map, but again, I'm having to reach a long ways back. Fledgling. Oh, we're getting a much better drop rate these past few minutes. Ah, here they are. Nope, that's regular pterodax. Okay. Where am I at? Here. Web pterodax scale, webbed Dimetrodon, super sticky dinosaur bone. Frenzied. Okay, let's head over there. Whoa, okay. They called for help, I guess. Thanks for the skins. Alright, where am I trying to get to? It was down here, right? Frenzied Pterodax. Maybe there'll be some Diametrodons around there also. We are close to finishing this up. Yo, my Elden Ring playthrough, I finally took down Melania. That was one heck of a neat fight. I count myself so fortunate that I was able to avoid spoilers for this long, with as much as I've had to reference YouTube and stuff like that for builds and things of that nature. And then I'm following Fighting Cowboy's walkthrough guide. He's not a risk, though. He does a good job of not giving spoilers. That was really cool, and later this week I'm going to record my fight with Malekith, and I'm looking forward to that as well. That Haligtree zone is just really awesome. I think I was talking about this yesterday, but I don't recall. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was talking about it. Alright, this thing was southwest of me, I think. Yeah. I'm at 11 of 12 super sticky tar. There we go. Oh, there's a lot of harder hitting stuff in this area, if I remember right. Let's see if we can run a loop here. And aggro, I guess these 3. I was kind of hoping for more. Uh-oh, fear. I better not take the chance. I need to... Oh, okay. We're alright. Loot everything. Okay. So, give me a second. I need to get my bars set up the way that I have them on SOD so I have muscle memory happening. Let's see here. I know that I had this here, this here. This here. Let's bring these down. This here, I guess. Bring these over to here, I think. Professions over here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that stone form? I think I want you there. Find treasure, I don't even need that there. I guess I can bring these back over here. Okay. Oh, you're different. And still not even a challenge. Fantastic. I love it. Man, this class is pretty crazy. Alright, more pterodactyls, more dimetrodons. Dimetrodon, yeah. Tooltip tells me we're 1 shy on each of the scales and bones. Done. So now we just need the pterodactyls. There's one. We need 8 of these guys. Oh, Eye of Adagus. 5 stamina, 6 intellect, and 12 spirit. That's quite a lot. What is that? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 total. I don't think I need the stamina. I already have, I have kind of a lot of stamina on a class that barely gets hit and has a lot of escape tools. Oh, and I learned Master of Anatomy rank 4, so my skinning has gone up to the point that our crit, increasing your crit strike rating by 12. How are we looking, by the way? 1.67 attack speed leads to 111 DPS. And 5.75% chance of crit. I saw a guild on my SOD server called Big Anime Critties. I thought that was funny. Plans, Wildthorn Mail. Blacksmithing, okay. Oh, that's a normal pterodax. Uh-oh. Okay, we got all of the pterodactyls that we need, but we still need the webbed scales, but we can get those off of any pterodactyls. We got all the frenzied pterodactyls we need. Okay. Garishi scent gland. Maybe I should go get that. That's over here? No, that's lost. That's... Okay, chasing Amy. All the way down here. Yeah, let's continue hunting pterodactyls. No thanks, bud. Oh, here we go. Six of 8. 7 of 8. We're real close. I heard somebody fighting back here. Not that it matters. I'm on a PvE server. Okay, so we're done with all of that. Let's head down to number 2. Oh, here's another quest.
The hot springs here are a source of mystery to me. Where does the heat come from? Looking at how close the pools are to Fire Plume Ridge, I really wonder if the volcano might have something to do with it. I created a thermometer to take readings of the temperatures at the volcano, and I'd like to find the hottest part. It gives the measurements in degrees crackling height. Here, take it, and take readings of the temperatures at the ridge whenever you see a hot spot. Ugh.
Okay. still a long ways away. Plated stay. Oh, I remember those guys, yeah. A lot of big stuff around here.
Inventory!
Okay, and we should probably go ahead and RTB. Empty bags, and then we'll knock out these quests in the south and the central part of the island. Find out what kind of follow-up quests we have. It'll also put us in proximity of Amy 1, so we can go rescue her. I need to look up a trailer for that movie and see if I'm remembering right. I might not be. I don't know. That's just my impression, is that I remember it being sort of the whole... It was like the precursor to the whole slut culture thing. And I tell you what, like, the world is full of, I think it's on purpose. I think it's for malicious intent, that there are people who understand human psychology and they know how to get trends going, and they socially engineer people into lifestyles and philosophies that lead to very, very poor outcomes. You know, like, are there some success stories in these areas? I probably, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Some of that's like, is there ever a success story about somebody who's addicted to black tar heroin? You know, I don't know, but my experience is that there's usually an exception to every rule. So, but by and far, for the most part, these are really, really piss poor ideologies that lead to terrible lives and outcomes. And one of the things that we have a problem with, I think, in the West...
Time is money, friend! Yes, these scales are perfect. I should be able to get this flyer off the ground with these scales for sure. Thanks.
Well, this is probably an upgrade. I don't need the strength. I think I'm going to pass.
Glad I could help!
But in the West, maybe because... I think partly because we have a very independent-minded... sort of a liberal ideology. Like, even if you're a conservative in the West, by world standards, you're still liberal. So partly because of that, and then partly, I think, because of the god-awful ideals that came from the hippie generation. We don't tend to respect our elders. We tend to more question them, actually.
Trouble, adventurer. I try to steer clear of them. They're wild. I tried jumping over one. I was attacked.
And I have a point to that. Let's get these guys taken care of first.
What do you want? I am absolutely terrified of the pterodactyls here. Thank you for decreasing their numbers, adventurer. Now I might feel safe
There's an
enough to venture out of
upgrade.
Marshall's refuge.
Barely. But it is an upgrade.
What's up? Hurry back! Excellent. These should do the trick. And now, if you'll permit me, Thanks for digging all of these bones out of the ground for us and not hurting the native beasts in any way. Whether you really did or didn't, I don't want to know. Let's keep it that way, shall we? Here, maybe this will keep your lips shut on the whole thing. Anything to get out of here alive, I say.
You got both our foodstuff and our research equipment back. You've not only saved the expedition, you've also saved our lives. I and the rest of my team can't thank you enough. We just might make it here for a while now, thanks to you. While we don't have much, I'm certainly not going to leave you high and dry for the invaluable help you've given us. Thank you, adventurer. You've got a friend in Marshall Expeditions. Well, look at this. My journal. I thought it was lost, much like almost everything else we brought into Ungoro. I thank you kindly for returning this to me.
Okay.
Watch your back.
So there's repair. Yeah, repair's right over here.
What's up?
There we go.
Hurry back.
I think also if you look at, well, this is kind of a political statement, but I think if you were to really examine it, you would find it's objectively true. The argument would be not whether it's true or false. The argument would be whether it's correct or not. But what I would say is that the progressive political ideology also pushes people towards disregarding previous generations and elders, because the whole idea is to improve and push the envelope and push forward. So I don't think on purpose necessarily, but one of the unforeseen outcomes is it produces in its adherents a kind of a disrespectful disregard for previous generations and an ideal that you are the future and the new wave, and we need to push forward and get rid of old fuddy-duddy ideals, right? Now contrast this with the East. This is where I'm trying to make my point. In the East, they have ancestor worship, right? I don't know how prevalent that is anymore, but culturally, this is kind of one of their core tenets. And it produces cultures that hold a great deal of respect for its elders. Now, what is it about elders that's important? Because I think this is what the young progressive would be questioning. Like, yeah, but why? Why? That's what their whole focus is. Why would you do that? What makes them any better? Just because they're old? Well, no, knucklehead. It's not because they're old. It's the accruement. Is that the right word? The accrual of wisdom, which comes from experience, which comes from many moons having been passed on this earth, right? That's not saying that all old people are wise and smart and intelligent and should be our leaders forevermore. I'm not saying that. It is saying that in general, the older people in your society understand some things about life that maybe your young ass doesn't. You know, I remember whenever I was a kid, I was 16, my dad told me something that I never really shook. I always remembered it. I was holding one of these belligerent attitudes about, oh, Dad, you don't understand. You're from a different generation. Things are different now, right? It's the siren song of every teenager on the planet for forever. You know, you could take those old people that you're so derisive towards and go back to whenever they were teenagers and they were saying the same thing, right? It's not new. Everybody treads this path, and you're stupid for doing it, right? That's just the truth of the matter. You're dumb. You know, you're ignorant. And what he told me is that I should get a tape recorder. So this is my time period, right? I should get a tape recorder. For you guys that are young, I don't know, whatever kind of recording devices. You get your iPhone and record yourself, right? And he told me I should record myself so that way whenever I got older and became dumb like him, I could go back and listen to all the things I had to say whenever I was smart. And the genius of this idea was that he took it and he took the concept that I was having, that the earth has passed you by and your worldview and your sentiments and your values are no longer relevant. And he personalized it for me, showing that me, who was entering into the apex, you know, I was getting stronger, I was on the come up, the torch was being passed to me, my prime was still ahead of me, and showed me that one of these days I would be the one that, you know, and it was a real eye-opener for me because I held this, unbeknownst to myself, I held this idea that I was always going to ascend. I was going to get better and better and better. And he flipped that ideology on me. And so what I'm talking about is wisdom. And I think in the West, oh, look, this guy. Well, I'm hitting him. He must have a high dodge rate. I think in the West we disregard this. Not on purpose, but it's like a byproduct of our temperament and kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like our subconscious beliefs, our presuppositions, the stuff that's ingrained into us through bad philosophies that are now core parts of our culture. And I don't think they have this problem in the East, or not nearly to the degree that we do. So here I am thinking of this movie, Chasing Amy, which if it is based off what my memory is telling me it is, and I could be wrong, that's retarded.
Greetings, adventurer. For some, the hunt is a way of life, a chosen profession. For others, it is something of a pastime, a badge of courage, or a rite of passage, depending on your tribe. For me, race and profession mean nothing. It is the testing of your spirit and mind that I respect. For one to stand against the forces of nature and test all of their skills is the true mark of honor. If you wish to test yourself and earn my respect, then speak to me more. This crater has many strange
All right, let's head over here.
They seem to be nobler versions of the creatures found throughout my homeland and beyond. I cannot explain it, but this place cries of the Earth Mother. I pay homage to her every time I track one of her beautiful creatures across its basin. If you too wish to feel the enlightenment that accompanies such a...
So that's kind of what I'm thinking, is that at least over in the West, I think to a degree everywhere, we are inundated with really poor cultural and philosophical presuppositions that we no longer critically think about. We just embrace them as truth. And they lead to the worst possible outcomes for people. And I think I'm starting to believe that at least some of that is done actually on that's why I call it social engineering. It's done on purpose. It's something that's fabricated. Where's my pet? Well, let's go up here. What's my feigned death? Where is feigned death? Is it this? Yeah. Oh, I remember how all that got started. Why I started talking about that. So again, talking about chasing Amy, it's an idea. Again, just re-emphasizing if I'm remembering what the movie's about. That is disregarding traditional values. That's really kind of how you can sum it up. It's a disregard and a rejection of traditional values. And so what that really equates to and means, to put it another way, because I think people have already in their minds, they have frameworks set up like, okay, rejecting traditional values. Well, yeah, because traditional values suck. Okay, well, why? Well, because they were pushed down our throats by the church or whatever it might be. And nobody's really, it seems to me, nobody's really thinking of it in terms of human beings, regardless of what their belief system has been. For centuries, have advised certain behavioral conditions within society. Now, sometimes these things are only applicable to that era. For example, in the Old Testament, the Bible is telling Jews, I think it says not to eat shellfish and don't eat pork, or anything really with a cloven hoof, I believe is what it says. Well, the part of the reason for that was because those things were difficult to cook in that time and not get sick from. We don't really have that issue anymore. Now, maybe I'm wrong on that, and somebody Jewish could educate me on that. I'm open to it, but that's my impression. That's an example of something that's really and truly no longer applicable. But when you have the idea of, I don't know, cultivate patience, that's kind of a universal positive thing. When you have centuries and millennia worth of women telling other women, be careful about how much you let a guy have from you. Make sure that you get married first. And now you have girls that are like, that doesn't matter. I can take care of myself. Well, okay. Let's put that to the test and see how it works out for you. I saw another funny headline here recently. The creator, the writer of Sex and the City, which is a show I never watched, but I guess the premise of the whole thing is women who decide that they want to forego marriage in favor of pursuing a career. And the idea in the show is that this is liberating and more fulfilling and makes them happier, right? That's the idea. Oh, okay. Nice theory. I'm not one to dismiss a theory without evidence. So let's see how that plays out for women. And when you look in society and you look at older women who are, this is a term from a group that I don't think they're right. But it's called hitting the wall. I'm letting you know, it's my opinion that there's a lot of misogyny in this group. Not everybody is, but there seems to be a lot of misogyny in this group of people. I think it's called Men Going Their Own Way. And MGTOW. Yeah, MGTOW. That's it. But within this group, they have a theory that I think is pretty correct. It's called hitting the wall. And they're talking about women who have aged to the point that they've lost their looks. And when that happens, they don't have near the, I guess, attention and the care. People don't care about them as much. So if you're single and you hit the wall, you really well and truly are on your own. in a lot of ways, a lot more in comparison to where you were at earlier in your life, right? So what are women who quote unquote have hit the wall saying? Well, it doesn't just, maybe I shouldn't have gone with that. That's an aspect of it. I don't want to give the impression that what are women saying who have no other recourse, because I don't think that's what the case is. It's what are women saying when they get older and they start to pass the point of being able to have children? That's actually the more important aspect here, not whether or not they're attractive or if they've hit the wall or anything like that. I really think I set this up wrong by going there, but that's a part of it, right? But when they get past the age of bearing children, or they get to that age where their clock is ticking really hard, late 30s, like this biological alarm clock goes off in a lot of females saying, have baby now, right? It's like built into the DNA. And women of that age are expressing a regret. And this lady who was the author of Sex and the City, this headline said that she is now in that position. She's older. She doesn't have a family. I don't know if she's married or not, but she doesn't have kids. And she sacrificed that motherhood in order to further her career. Obviously she wrote the TV series, so under the assumption that she would be happier for it. She would be wealthier, she would have more things, she would have more time and freedom to go and do what she wants to do, to live her life to the fullest, right? And the prevailing theory was, if it's your life, why do you want to spend that caring for somebody else? So I get it. I'm not throwing shade. I'm not saying, wow, what a self-interested, selfish little bee, right? I'm not saying that. I'm saying, okay, let's put that theory on the table. It seems to have, it's an argument. I can see the merit of the argument. And then here she is years later saying, yeah, I effed up. And this is specific to women. This isn't, you don't hear fellas really talk in these tones. So if there's a guy that's older and doesn't have kids, you don't really hear him speak in terms of, I'm devastated, and like at the core of my identity, that there's something that I really missed out on. And I'll never have that, and I'm jealous of my friends. Right? Guys have their own things, but that's not one of them. So that's an example of what I mean. For there are ideas that I think have been socially engineered into people for malicious reasons. I don't have all the answers on why. I just look at this and I think this is on purpose and it's sinister. And a lot of people are buying into these ideas. Okay. What am I trying to do here? Hive wall sample. I see. Okay. I was looking for like a guy that had been kidnapped or something. How do I get this hive wall sample? I've got the scent gland. Unused scraping. Here it is. Okay, so I need to find where I can actually utilize that. Oh, they're different soil types from different areas. Okay. So here's another example that comes to mind for me, and what I'm doing here is I'm going to present this. I'm saying, how would I frame this? I have an opinion on the matter, but the opinion is based on my trust of something that presents the theory number one. I don't have actual conclusive evidence, and so I'm saying I wouldn't really know for sure. But we have the Bible that says don't have premarital sex. Don't sleep around until after you're married. And it has a lot of things to say about sex. It talks about it being an all-consuming fire, right? Things of that nature. And then we have a modern theory theory number 2, and I don't really know when this began. I remember hearing this when I was a kid, so maybe it began in the early 90s with my generation, but I doubt it. I think it's been around longer than that. And it says basically, hey man, before you buy the car, you want to test drive, right? That to me I kind of bought into this whenever I was a kid. It made sense to me, right? The idea being, before you get married to somebody, find out if you're compatible with each other. Is the sex good? Because there are great matches out there, good matches, decent matches, and terrible matches. Just by biological type, whether you're high energy or more like slower paced, or whether you're or personality types. There's just people are like puzzle pieces in this area, and you want to make sure that you match up, that you're two jigsaw pieces that go together before you tie the knot. That's theory number 2, right? It makes a lot of sense to me. And theory number 1 from the Bible says, don't do that. Get married first. Well, so I kind of did some thinking on that, and I wondered, and I'm just putting this on the table, if you go with theory number 2, the test drive theory, are you actually setting yourself up to have a latent belief? This would be like an implication of of the philosophy that you've embraced. You didn't really mean to embrace this idea. It's just that it's like a logical end. It's the next step. That when you embrace theory number 2, you are in essence saying that the most important part of your relationship is the sex. And is that actually dehumanizing? Is that unwise? Because my experience says that that's not the meal, that's the cherry on top, and that that good sex is a result of a good relationship. That it goes that way. Obviously there's exceptions to the rule, right? What happens during one night stands? You don't have a relationship. So either you're compatible or you're not. But are you wanting to base your lifelong relationship off that dynamic? And because the other thing that I've experienced is that love never happens right away. They talk about, love at first sight. That's BS. That's BS. That's complete BS. You can have, what is it called? Infatuation. Right? But love, and again, in my experience, comes over time. And it comes through actual uphill, knock down, drag out, fights with each other, difficulties in life, and staying together through it and overcoming challenges. And this is what develops respect and love for one another. That's how love forms. It's a bond that happens over time spent together, not something that's either there or it's not, because you're either compatible or you're not. So you see what I mean? You have whole generations, millennia of human society, Christian, non-Christian, believer, non-believer, that says to pursue romance in a certain way and has definitive do's and do nots. And then you have a relatively speaking, new social more that says, no, do what feels good and make sure that you two are compatible in this area before going on this trek together. And again, you look at the outcomes, and is the divorce rate higher or lower? Are the quality of relationships better or worse? Where do I get this thing at? I'm looking for where to. It says I'm a long ways away, man. Let's go down this tunnel. So those are kind of just the things that I entertain in my mind. I think about that, and I posit, I put these different theories on the table. I hold an open mind to it, and I try to understand where people are coming from, and then I look at, okay, well, what are the results? And if the results are consistently trash, then I don't believe in your theory. Here we go. Man, I just can't seem to... Let me look this up, maybe. What's it called? Alien ecology. Oh, I'm a knucklehead. I should actually check the quest itself. Using the scraping vial to collect a hive wall sample from one of the Gorishi hive hatcheries. Look for the chambers with the hanging larval spawns. Okay. Hanging larval spawns. So let's go back down here. Okay, see, these are hanging. Now, how would I actually activate this? Would it be maybe here? Yeah. Oh, doggone it. These things seem to respawn really rapidly. There we go. Okay, so that's done. Finding the source. Chasing Amy is complete, but we need to go. We need to actually go to her, and we got to escort her home, I think. And then we got the Apes of Ngoro. Criminy. And get this guy too. Look at how many of them there are. Oh, I did that while my Viper aspect was up. C.S. Lewis wrote a book one time. I've got a series where I'm going over it, and I need to do the final chapter. Christmas got here and I wasn't in the mood. I didn't have time. I really like Christmas. So I need to get the final chapter done, but it was called The Abolition of Man. And in it, he talks about something called the Tao. Now, I can't remember if the Abolition of Man is the first place he talks about the Tao, or if that's a concept from another book where he fleshes it out more. But he basically discusses the Tao as being something that's fundamentally true, and one of the ways you know that is that every society across multiple cultures, geopolitical divides, cultural boundaries, and time have professed a similar concept. So I would be interested to see what Eastern literature has to say about what their wisdom on the pursuit of relationships is, for example, and how that contrasts with what I might call modern values. God, there's so many out here. I want to check my map. Okay, number 2, and then number 3. So this way. We're only 3 minutes away from leveling. We're at almost 114,000 XP. That's pretty nuts. Because I don't know what Eastern philosophy has to say on the matter. I know that for a long time now, maybe I don't know how long, but for quite a long time, they have kind of my impression, at least, is that they have some utilitarian concepts in their societies, and I don't agree with utilitarian views. I think that leads to bad outcomes also. What am I supposed to do here? I got this quest. Am I supposed to kill these things or find the hottest area? Here's the gorillas. That's the Threshodon carcass. That's going to be elsewhere. It's a secret to everybody. Look around in the pond for a clue about who this wrecked raft may belong to. Okay. Let's zoom in. Examine the items inside the pack and bring them to their owner. That's our only clue. Some gnomes. Well, I'll probably be looking that up online. Looks like this is where they met their end. All right. Moving on to point number 2. Which is right around here. What do I need here? Threshodon carcass. Oh, it's that big thing. Okay. scan this guy before the body disappears. And now we're going to go to the center of the island and do the temperature thing. Wait a minute. Okay, I still have the gorillas to kill, and then I'll go back to him. So, temperature, and we need to give the water to the lost guy. There should be like a path. Here we go. Oh boy, that would have ended us IRL. And we ding again. That's 2 levels in 1 episode. What am I going to go with now? Because I just finished this up. I think they go to longevity. I need to check this out, though. So, I'm Alt-tabbed. I have a Icy Veins spec. Here we go. I'm level 55. They are going to be ahead of me because I put points into places they did not. It was an accident. 2 of 3 into longevity, 5 of 5, 2 of 2 into invigoration, 3 of 3 into ferocious inspiration, so we're good there. All right, invigoration. When your pet scores a crit hit with a special ability, you have a 50% chance to instantly regenerate 1% mana. Well, that sounds fantastic. That sounds fantastic. We're going to take it. We're going to kind of path along here. There should be somewhere along here something that corkscrews up this mountain. Yeah, and I think it's working for me too. I'm watching my mana, and it was, I think I was getting stuff back a little bit faster. Maybe I'm just seeing what I want to see. I don't really quite know. Oh, and there's a second point we can put in there, so that means it'll be 100% chance when our pet crits. Whoa, that's quite the drop. Let's go around this way. Potential. Living blaze. Where's that thermometer thing? Right here. Okay, that did not take a temperature. Okay, the RAM. What about here? Can I? Take a reading of the temperature at a hot spot. Well, this feels like it would be a hot spot. There's steam escaping. Okay. Oh, I need to have that canteen ready also. Maybe not. Okay, continuing our ascent. Oh, well, that's gotta be a hot spot right there. Oh, I'm almost dead. Ugh. Health. What is killing me? Where did you go, Wreck-It? Oh, there's a guy behind me. Well, okay, Wreck-It's down. We're going to attack that again now that I think I see what's going on. We're going to absolutely wreck shop. We're going to purge that entire area. I am a hunter. How dare you make me bleed my own blood? Gosh, man. Where's the... Oh, I hate tedium. Where's the path? Okay, I think I'm on the path that corkscrews up. Okay, so is it possible for me to get back up here? Or am I kind of hosed? There we go. Oh. Oh, he's an elite. Dadgummit, am I gonna die again? Oh boy, that's my pet right there. Oh my gosh. I'm not in a good spot. I'm flanked. Oh boy, maybe. Okay, lucky am I. We gotta clear these small elementals first. Let's drink some rune juice. My respawn location up here was just unfortunate, so that we aggroed the elite again. But hunter tools allowed me to live. I'm thinking this qualifies as a hotspot. Oh, get out of there. Okay. Oh, I can't believe it. That still didn't count. How do I get my pet to come back to me? Follow. Okay, I need mana. He takes my pet to the fire. Man, that guy's got a lot of hit points. Look at that, man. He pushes my pet away from me. Where are they at? Wow. That's a long ways down there. Dang it. I don't know. I don't think I can take that guy down. Oh, here he comes. Did I aggro this guy? No. Oh, no! What are you doing here, man? Almost, I got him. I got nothing out of that? What a pain in the neck fight. For absolutely zilch. Alright. Finding the source. Let's look at this a little bit closer. Crackle and Ngoro Crater wants you to find the hottest area of Fire Plume Ridge. Whenever you find a hot spot, right-click the thermometer to check the temp. Right-click the thermometer. Maybe it's in here. Maybe that's what we have to kill this guy for. Darn, look, he's guarding something. There's a quest here. Oh, it's not here. That was the most pain in the neck dude I have fought since I've been back to WoW. That felt like some Elden Ring stuff. Alright, whenever you find a hot spot, right-click thermometer, check, okay. The hot springs here are a source of mystery to me. Where does the heat come from? Crackling height. Okay, I have to look this up. Finding the source. So, WoW quest, finding the source. Whenever you find a hot spot, yeah. The progress completion. Comments. Path starts at 5142 and the hot spot is at 5046. The hottest spot is on the top of the volcano. Who would have guessed? Well, this one says 4945. Let's try for 5046 first. Well, actually, I'm at 4949. So if I go forward, that's 48. Did I act? No. Okay, so 50. Well, I can't quite tell. 48. 47. What did this say? 4945. So it would be this way. And I think up here, 47, 48. No. First number has to be 49, so that's going to be north-south. No, it looks like second number is north-south, so then if I go this way... Damnation. 47, okay. Let's try this again. So, at 49 there. And then if I go north, that should get me to 45. I'm there. Ugh, angering. Are you gonna come back? He just stays there and dies. Oh, okay. How aggravating is this? Okay. I saw that there was a video also, so... Let me click back over here. Open the video. I'll just mute the audio. Use Crackle's thermometer at 4945. I'm watching this guy ride up the mountain. There's like an ember. But it doesn't really look like where I'm at. There's a pillar. A fire pillar. Oh my god. It's like this, actually, except it's on fire. Oh, hey, there we go. Okay, well, next would be Lost. I haven't seen that guy yet. It says that he's this way. Aggro these guys. What was that? Lord's Breastplate of Agility Male. Oh, yeah. Plus 22 agility and an increase in armor. We're taking it. Oh, it's cool looking, man. Yeah. Oh, things are starting to come together for our guy. Let's see. Mount up again. Where am I at in relation to the question mark? I'm really close. Says perhaps he's in a cave. Where's this cave at? Okay, here. There he is.
Oh, I'm so glad someone found me. It's so hot.
Oh, we gotta take him all the way back.
When all of a sudden the heat just became unbearable. I must be suffering from heat exhaustion. Please help me get back to my friend Spraggle at Marshall's Ranch. I think I'm well enough to follow him. I'm feeling a little out of it, so if I do have to faint again, just splash some water from Spraggle's canteen. That should
Okay.
work, I hope.
So we gotta hit him with the water when he passes out. Let's see if he can keep up with the ram. Oh, he's awful slow. He runs one pace. Sometimes they run faster when your rate of speed increases. Oh, down he goes. So I seriously can't. Oh, there we go. Okay. Alrighty, we got a little bit of a hike. Can you follow off that? Yes. Okay, we gotta keep an eye on chat, and it'll tell us when he falls. Oh no, never mind. I can just zoom out. Oh, down he goes. Oh, you know what? We got aspect of the pack. Does that work for you, bud? Yeah, it's a little hard to tell. Maybe we can shoot the gap here. Oh, did he go down? What's going on, bud? Yeah, he did go down. Pet levels up. Did the pet get a talent point? No. Don't pass out here, bud. There we go. Okay, so we'll come hit Amy 1, then shoot over here, and then shoot over here. Oh! Down he goes. Darn it. Oh.
Interesting. Ringo's not in the best shape, adventurer, but I am glad to have him back in one piece. Thank you for finding him.
You're welcome. Come on, finish your dialogue.
Time is money, friend. Ringo's not in the best shape, adventurer, but I am glad to have him back in one piece. Thank you for finding him.
That's a nice upgrade for us. So we're going to get a headpiece that I think is going to change our look. This is an actual helmet. Oh, no, it's not. Man, I was hoping it was going to be a helmet. We're doing 110.5 DPS now.
Hello. Have a good one.
Yes, this will do nicely. You've been a great help. I wish I could give you more than
102,000
but being virtually
XP per
stranded in the
hour.
middle of a savage land does limit what I can and cannot give. Rest assured, though, the research done here would not have been possible without your assistance.
Okay, Amy. We are on our way. So it says at present XP per hour, we're an hour away from leveling again. I'm not anticipating playing for an hour more. So we'll see if we catch a third level or not. But if I do catch a third level, I think that would be unprecedented. Maybe since very, very early goings in this series that I've started. You know, like when you're really low level, you can get 5 levels in 30 minutes. Is this going to be like Shadowthorn Vale, where we have an attack of multiple gorillas and we got to hold them off? We need 2 gorilla pelts. Uh-oh. Those guys came out of nowhere. Oh, we got several different kinds of pelts to get. We're going to be able to knock out 2 quests in one here. That's the apex of questing efficiency. Did I forget to sell? Yeah, I did. Ho 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 ho. Okay. Ah, there you are. Okay. How do I get up there? I think that's the way. I need one more thunder pelt. There we go. Okay, then it looks like this way. So she's a robot gorilla. Mithril casing. Well, where do I get one of those at? A little further investigation shows a panel that slides open. Clearly written above some wiring is the statement, replace mithril casing and turn power off, then on. Taking a moment to replace the panel, you wonder if it'll be that simple to fix Amy 1 and get her back to Karna REM travel near Marshall's Refuge. Only trying it will tell. Mithril casing. Okay, let's look that up. Mithril casing. Item. Crafted and looted. It can be fished for in Ajara and the hinterlands. Made by engineers. We're being attacked. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do this quest. I think I'll keep it until I'm done with Nguro Crater, because by being given the quest, maybe there's a chance it'll drop as loot. But I'm not really trying to go to an AH and buy a mithril casing. It's just XP. A lot of crits. Beheading Blade of the Bear. Two-handed sword that does 40.4. Which is better than what we've got, but the stats are not better, so I'm gonna stay with what we got. We don't need strength. Okay. Let's go here, then here, then here, then gadgets in to turn quests in. We're at just under 100,000 XP per hour. We should see that number jump up as we turn several quests in a short amount of time. Oh, we are not where I thought we were. Yeah, a little bit further on. Here's that big rock. I think it's on the other side. But we can try this. See if this is like a back way up. It is not. Oh, that's a long ways down. Here we go. Ah, you know, I should have done this in the reverse way because there's a flight path here. We could have flown to gadgets in.
I'm not really sure how I got here. I seem to remember traveling a raft.
It's a secret to everybody. I've seen... Oh, okay, these are the 3 things to hand in. Okay.
Oh, yes, these things do look familiar. Well, kind of. You see, I have no idea how I ended up here. No one really knows. It's a secret to everybody. I just can't seem to remember anything. These items you brought to me, though, I am remembering something. My sword. I am supposed to strengthen it somehow, but I'm really not sure
Lincoln.
why. Sorry, I can't tell you more, but I just don't remember. Anywho, I do know where you can take it. Donovan Snowden in Winter Spring. You'll find her by the hot springs. She can temper the sword by the pools there.
I don't remember where Winter Spring is at, but the quest map should show us. Okay, so we're going here now. We're back up over 100,000 XP per hour.
Time is money, friend.
Yes, I definitely see the correlation here between the temperature of the volcano
Okay,
and
winter,
the hot
spring
springs.
again.
I have to double check my equation for accuracy, but it seems like the distance and the rate that the heat is transferred. Now, I've heard about other hot springs in a place called Winter Spring, far to the north of here. The strange thing is, there are no volcanoes anywhere near them. Interesting, I know. Well, if you want to find out, you should head to Winter Spring and speak to a friend of mine. Her name is Donovan Snowden. She's currently staying by the hot springs there. Thanks again for helping me with my thermometer. See you later.
Okay, so another thing, another quest to Winter Spring. I'm grateful for that. We have 2 quests to hand in to the same person. Now we got to go find this Tauren, and then we will ride south to Gadgetsan. And I suppose if it's close enough, I'll go ahead and fly to Winter Spring if I can find it on the map. I need to remember, like make a mental note for myself that I need to do hunter training also. Almost 105,000 XP per hour. Says we got 37 minutes until a level, which would be another even level, so that would be even more hunter abilities. Here he is.
What brings you here? So, you have proven strong enough to best the great apes of Ungoro. That is good. The challenge was small compared to Larkorwi, but I will not take such a great victory away from you. These
Okay,
will make
couple more
clothing for my
quests.
tribe. You have helped me and proven worthy. Before you set off on
What's
another
up here?
task, let us give praise to the Earth Mother and thank the spirits of those apes you killed. They must know their deaths will not be wasted. This will do nicely, adventurer. It seems Larkorwi eats well these days, although I wonder where he found a Threshodon in this area. Odd. Regardless, I will hold on to this until you are ready for your confrontation with the beast. Do not worry for my safety. I am sure you've angered Larkorwi enough that he will not kill me until after he's tasted your flesh. I'm actually surprised he is not... While you have been
Okay, so this is Tanaris. I was thinking this pathway was over on the western side. We got to get back to Gadgetsan. We should have 2 quests to hand in there. I've got a whole lot more here. Well, not a whole lot more. 1, 2, 3, and 2 of them are supposed to go to Winter Spring. Yeah, okay. Where are we at? 112,000, 22 minutes to a level. To me, this is kind of the fascinating part of the leveling experience, is just kind of watching this. Fascinating. You're fascinating to talk to. Have you guys seen that interview with Eugene Carroll a few years ago that the guy from CNN did? I forget his name. The gay guy with the silver hair. I can't think of his name. That's about the creepiest interview I've ever seen, man. I got the creepy crawlies. Like the hair stood up on my arm. Eugene Carroll, man, what a freak. Maybe it's a little harsh to call her a freak, but she's flipping weird, man. She's way on the strong end of the spectrum of weird. Okay, the first turn in is right here.
Talk to me! Keep it real!
Yes, this tar is just the stuff. Hey, wait a minute, my hands. I can't seem to get them apart. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea. Oh, but wait! Super sticky tar remover? That's where the real money is.
The scarabs of Tanaris have very hard shells, hard enough to use as a building material for lots of things. So many things. In fact, those shells are so useful. The scarabs were hunted all to near extinction. I know where there are more scarabs, and if you promise to bring me their shells, then I'll tell you where they are. Promise? Okay, the scarabs have a colony in Zul'Farrak. I guess the trolls don't hunt them for their shells, but you can go to Zul'Farrak and get me uncracked shells.
The scent gland, yes. The membrane appears intact. Excellent. The soil, yes, this should work out perfectly. With my special additions, I should be able to grind all this up into the perfect lure. Give me a moment to make the lure, adventurer. Once it's ready, we'll be able to enact the next step that may hopefully stop the Silithid before they overrun Gadgetson and the rest of Kalimdor.
Okay. What was the other quest that he had?
Good. In need of some alchemy supplies, are we? Or do you have other business with me?
Here's the lure. Inside the hive
I
network
don't
should be
think
a
so.
crystal of some sort. We think the Silithid used the crystal as some sort of hive-wide attunement device. As for where this crystal might be...
Okay, so, Winter Springs. Where would that be at? Ngoro Crater, Silithus, Feralis. Is it in the Eastern Kingdoms? Eversong, Ghostlands, Tristfall Glades. Dark Shore. Okay. Going back to the internet. Wow. Winter Springs. Classic World of Warcraft, Frosty Valley and Northern Kalimdor. Okay. There it is. I do have a flight path. Oh, I don't think I've gotten that flight path. I think my flight path is going to be down here. All right, so that's a little bit of a trek. I might do that off screen. What are we sitting at? 116,000. It says I've got 9 minutes to level. So what we're going to do is we're going to fly back into Ungoro Crater and do those 2 other quests that the Tauren Hunter gave us. And then hopefully that'll get me a level. And it'll be an even level, so
Welcome to Tanaris, adventure.
I'll have multiple
be of
spells
service
to
you
train.
today? You don't look like a blacksmith to me, but I know how looks can be deceiving.
Where would you like to fly to?
Safe travels.
And I'll do that stuff off screen, along with Winter Springs, the Winter Springs turn-ins. We're up just underneath 116k XP per hour. This was a really productive episode. By the time I end it, I believe we will have gained 3 levels. And that puts us only 2 levels away from being able to go to Outland. Man, I just remembered that. We're really close. Really close. And I think we will definitely be going straight into Outland as soon as possible, because if I am not mistaken, the XP and the gear drops that you get in Outland are going to be a lot better than the level 60 zones here in Azeroth. Okay, so one guy is over here, and then this one is pheromone gland. We need 2 pheromone glands. This guy, we've already killed him, actually. We just didn't have the quest for him. Feralis. Okay. So I still got, we got 3 quests to hand in that I'm going to be doing off screen. Let's aggro this guy. So far, so good. I think I'm supposed to go this way. I actually don't call for sure. No, that's the exit. Look at all those crits. I mean, everything's just kind of like clockwork. I should really probably give this class a shot in SOD. I haven't done it yet. But I've enjoyed playing Hunter quite a lot. Okay. Now we'll head down to the Devil SARS. 6 minutes until level, 112,000 XP per hour. This episode went really well. And I've had fun in all of my episodes, but just from a efficiency standpoint, this has gone quite well for us. Okay. And now we head south. Let's get our vector lined up. It's pretty much just due south. I wonder if I can outrun this elite. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be a problem. Okay, I think these are the guys. Nope, not quite. Oh yeah, we're still a little ways away. They should have a little loot bag on them if they drop what I need. It says I'm in the area. Ravisar. So just a basic Ravisar? Whoa, get away. This one does have a loot. Oh. It's listed as a mate. Here's a Ravisar. Okay. Go get everything. Get you. And come over here, drag them all that way. You get a heal. Can help a little bit by pulling. Arctic Pendant of the Tiger, that might be right up our alley. Eight strength, 8 agility. No, not quite right up our alley. I don't need that strength. Well, the other one's got strength on it. Okay, we'll swap it out. It's more total points than this one is. 16 to 12. Alright, how are we doing? 1 of 2. You don't count. You don't count. You don't count. Five minutes from a level, 109,000 XP per hour. You guys are not the right ones either. Where are these dudes at? Okay, I'm off the mark a little bit. Maybe... No. They should be all along here. Well, you're listed as a Ravasar. I guess I'll just kill a bunch of you. Maybe the respawn will give me what I'm looking for. There was another hunter over here somewhere. I don't know if they were Alliance or Horde. They killed this guy. Well, darn. You'll find many Ravasar eggs to the west of here. Get close to them and you should provoke an attack by his mates. Oh, it's just the females. So we got to get close to the eggs. I am going to skin all of these, though. It's free leather. Oh, man, I missed one. Okay, so we got to find eggs. Ravasar eggs. Where the heck am I? Where's my guy at? There. Okay, I see him. So it's that Lakare mate. That's who we gotta get. Officer runner. Looks to be fighting somebody. No, he's just kind of stuck on a hill. Oh, there's a mate. Okay. Okay, off we go to the Tauren Hunter. We're 4 minutes away from a level, 106,000 XP per hour. If we are fortunate, this will do it. 2 quests. And if we are not fortunate, I'm going to call it an episode anyway because I do have multiple quests to turn in off screen just because they require a lot of travel time. And those will certainly push me over the limit to where I deem 56.
The winds guide you. Ah, fine specimen.
There we go.
The 2 pieces you found should be perfect for baiting Chromie into the open. I cannot wait to see the outcome of
Oh
your
yeah, we're
fight
gonna
with
want
the
that.
monster. He is a massive thing with claws as sharp as the finest blades. You will look into his eyes and you will know death. This will be the most difficult part because there is some complexity.
Do I want
plan.
this?
To the north of here, you will find a small trail into the mountains. It was here
I
saw
think
our
no.
Chromie last. You will know you are in the right area because of all the bones from massive creatures that once wandered nearby. Take the meat you recovered and place it there. Then rub this mixture I created on the meat. If both lures mingle together, do not bring Chromie to you, then I know nothing else that will. Well done, adventurer. I am pleased. You have done a great thing here today. Ucha was one of the greatest apes I had ever seen. The fact that you have bested his strength speaks well of your own strength and courage. It is only fitting that I give you this as a sign of respect. You have earned it.
That's a gigantic... Yeah. No, not him. What a mess. Get this dude. Might as well get that guy also. Okay, we're going to... kill them all. Here. Purge. Purge. Okay. This one right here. When your pet scores a critical hit with a special ability, you have a 100% chance to instantly regenerate 1 mana. There we go. I bet when our pet levels up next, he does. I think he'll get a talent point. Here's homeboy. Venom Hide Poison, 3 minutes, 14 charges. I don't remember how I got that. It's got charges on it, so I don't think it's a natural to the... It must have been a buff somebody put on me. Oh my god. Where's this thing at? We're not quite there. Alright. Bait for Larcorwe. We'll be doing that in the next episode. I'm at 3.5 hours. I normally stream for about 3. And I still got stuff to do off screen after this. So we're going to go up here and we're going to close the episode out. But to get 3 levels in one episode, I'm real happy about that. 111.9 DPS. Okay, I guess this is where I'm going to say see you later, alligator. That's what our guy looks like now. I think he looks pretty cool. He's come a long way. Way different from where we started at. And that polearm looks... I mean, he looks formidable. You know? Alright, guys. Again, I'm Aesop Grim. Thank you for coming by the channel. I hope you like what you saw. More importantly, I hope all is well in your neck of the woods. And I'll see you next time I stream, which... well, it should be Thursday, but I'm supposed to raid with my guild on Thursday night also, so... I don't know. We'll see. But it's supposed to be on Thursday. I might stream tomorrow. Who knows? But I try to stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I will see you guys later. Y'all take care.